Hey guys, I wanted to create this editing video for you, for everybody about to head to the pumpkin patch. So let's get started. Here is the before and here's the after what I did like 2 years ago, but it's not really my editing style now, so we're just gonna edit this together. I'm pretty much a preset whore. Look at all these presets. So many presets. Okay, so I'm going to reset this, and we're going to start with a small one base, just because it's so versatile and, you know, you can't go wrong with small. So I'm going to take off the grain, and then the white balance, it's so blue, right? Like, look at the skin tones and his hair and his jacket. Blue, blue, blue. So I'm going to increase it. You can use the slider, or you can go to cloudy. It's not really cloudy. Daylight. That's just not warm enough for me. I like that. 6,500. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to increase the contrast a little bit. Then I'm going to raise the shadows so their faces are a little brighter. But you see how I raised the shadows and it did the whole image? So let me reset. Ah! I'm going to go back. Go back to history, go to contrast. I'm going to use my radial filter, and it's black right now because it's on sky detail. So we're going to click, I'm going to do that again. Effect, contrast. Okay. Give it a little contrast and increase the shadows. See, it only affects this part of the image. Okay, we're gonna hit done. I don't care about a new version. And then we're going to do another one. But this time, we're going to click this button off, and it's going to edit everything around the circle. It's on sky detail again. Okay. The sky detail is a brush that I got from Greatest Wonders, and I love it. So I'm going to set the, if you double click, it was like this. If you double click, it goes back to 0. And I'm just going to decrease the exposure a teeny bit so the focus, the light goes straight to him. Goes straight, your eye goes to them. See? I mean, you can be dramatic if you want, but just a little bit. A little bit. Okay. And you can even go back to here. Let me just show you. Let's see. It's inverted. So now I know I'm working in the center. You can add some sharpness. You can add some clarity. Ooh, that's too much. But maybe a little sharpness. Reduce the noise a little bit. You know what the noise is, you guys? The little grainy, pixely noise. Alright. When it's done, and then let's look at the before and after right now. Looks pretty good. But I like the sky to be more blue. So I'm gonna hit my brush, use sky detail from Greatest Wonders, or if you don't have that, let's see. Let's go to, you can use exposure. The exposure is up right now. Just click it in the middle, click down. Kind of brings it back. You can go make it more blue. See what happens? So everything you paint on, you can adjust it here still. You can make it pink if you want. This doesn't really make it pink. I shouldn't have said that. This takes out the green. This adds the green. So let's make it a little bit more blue. We can add more saturation. There. So pretty. Okay. And I like these lines. You can even use Twyla's new, you know, her new aero portrait stuff. You can add some birds. Wait, here's some birds. I don't know, I did it done first. Birds. Come on, birds. Work with me, birds. There's birds. See them over there? Here's her blue sky. But I'm just going to keep it like normal. So I'm just going to go back to brush stroke in my history, and then that just takes away the preset. Alright, now I'm going to take it into Photoshop, just because I have more control there. So I went to Photo, Edit, Adobe Photoshop. So now we're going to, here's our background layer, and I'm going to make a copy. You can do this by right-clicking duplicate layer, or you can hit Command J on a Mac, and I think it's Control J on a PC. And I'm going to go to my spot healing brush, which is already clicked, and just get rid of this weed. It's distracting. You can get rid of this one too if you want. I don't want to go over the pumpkin because see what it did. So just do a little bit at a time. Now nobody's gonna notice this really. Nobody's gonna pick apart my image unless I'm like, you know, applying for a contest or something. But then I'm gonna get rid of these people over here. So bada bing, bada boom. Ta-da! Okay. Now, one more thing I want to do. I'm going to hit flatten so it like I think of flatten as sealing that image. Okay, I sealed it. So I can't go back now. So if you don't want to do that, don't flatten it. But I always flatten when I'm done with adjusting something. Okay, so I'm going to go to my curves layer. And I'm going to maybe reduce the highlights. So look, you got your whites over here, your darks over here. Okay. You can't go higher than that. So you can reduce the whites a little bit so it's not as bright. See what it did? But I don't really want to do that to the whole image, just this part. Or maybe I just don't want to do it at all. So what I'll do, actually I will. I'm going to paint with a black brush. I'm going to hit my bracket key to make it bigger. And I'm going to click it over here. See how I took it off? Now that adds a little bit more like emphasis to them. Aren't they so cute? So there's before, after. Okay. I'm going to flatten it. And I'm going to bump this a little bit. Just their face. Okay, this is another trick. Command I inverses it, okay? It makes it black. So if you make it black, you have to paint with white. Y'all hear my kids over there? Y'all are being loud. Alright, so I'm going to paint with white and brighten his face. See? Okay. flatten it. I think that looks good. Oh, what else can I do? Maybe my portraiture. I have a habit of not stopping editing. So I just use this to say, these are the tones that I want to smooth out. Okay, maybe a little bit too smooth. So I'm gonna click the opacity and drag it over here. And you guys, I don't know if you can see, but some of the other stuff around here is smoothing too because they have the same tones. See the pumpkin? So I'm going to command plus so you can see this. Look. With portraiture, without. So I am going to create a layer mask. Click this, okay? Then I'm going to invert because all I want to be, affected with the portraiture is his face. So I'm going to command I. So I took the portraiture off. Now I'm going to paint with a white brush onto his face because that's the only thing I want to be smoothed out. You don't even have to do this, but I don't know, it's fun. There. Smooth, 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 smooth. And then you can add the opacity. Before, after. If you guys have any questions, let me know. So here's the after and the before. Is right here. So before, after. Yeah! All right, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Love y'all. Bye.